If you have been Googling how to get clients as a freelancer since you were born, or maybe for like a couple of years, then this video is for you. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Afreen and this channel is all about freelancing and how you can make money online. In today's video, I will be sharing with you 7 ways you can make money as a freelancer. All the ways are completely different from each other and all the ways are definitely useful, so make sure you watch until the end of the video. Also, this video is for you if you are just starting out, if you've already been on the freelancing journey, or if you are an expert. You can watch this video no matter where you are in your freelancing journey. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. Okay, now the very first way to get clients as a freelancer is your personal network. You might be thinking that I don't want to use my network or whatever, but your personal network is the best way to get clients, especially when you're just starting out, because your personal network already knows you, they already like you, and probably already trust you as well. So they are the right person to get your first client. So if you're just starting out, consider spreading the word in your personal network. Talk about your services with your friends, with your family members, with your relatives, and I'm sure that either they will hire you or they will know someone who will hire you for your very first project. And that is exactly how most of the freelancers start. I started off with a project that was given to me by my friend's friend, and obviously that wouldn't have been possible if I didn't share what I wanted to do. And obviously when you get your first client, it becomes easier to get next and so on. So do not hesitate to spread the word amongst your personal network. Now, if you might be thinking that I don't have a network, I don't have any friends, and I'm an introvert, you still have family, you still have relatives, you still have 1 or 2 friends that you can count on, and I'm sure that that's all you need if you would like to leverage your personal network as a freelancer. So the very first way to get started as a freelancer or get clients as a freelancer is leveraging your personal network. The second way to get clients as a freelancer is by using freelancing websites. Now, obviously, most of the people jump right into freelancing websites as a beginner, and there is nothing wrong with it. Like, obviously, I also worked on multiple freelancing websites, but you need to understand how every freelancing website works, because even if the websites look similar, they work in a similar fashion, but all the websites are completely different. So if you are getting started on freelancing websites, make sure that you are learning about that website, searching about it, and then creating your profile and everything that you need to do in order to get clients on freelancing platforms. And people often say that freelancing platforms are not the best way to get clients. I don't agree with that, because I've gotten some of my best clients on Fiverr, on Upwork, on 99designs.com. Like, these are the 3 websites that I have worked on, and I have gotten some amazing clients, some amazing testimonials, and some big projects as well. It's just that how you position yourself, how you position your authority on those freelancing platforms, and how you conduct those sales calls, and I'm sure that you can get some of the best clients on freelancing platforms as well. So in order to get started with freelancing platforms, make sure that you just select one platform, not 5 or 6 platforms. Just select one platform, specialize on it, create a profile, create your portfolio, start bidding out on jobs, start sending proposals, and then just work around it to get your very first or next client on that freelancing platform. Don't just jump from one platform to another just because you feel that it doesn't work. You need to give it some ample time, at least a month, consistent effort, at least for a month, and I'm sure that you will get your very first client very, very, very soon. The third way to get freelancing clients online is via social media. So you probably already know that, but Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, they are not just social media platforms. You can actually get clients, some really, really good quality clients on these social media platforms as well. So if you would like to get clients from those social media platforms, there are 2 things that you can do. Like, there are 2 strategies that you can follow. The first strategy is the outbound method, and the second strategy is the inbound method. Now, with outbound method, you actually have to reach out to the clients. You have to apply to all the jobs that are listed on LinkedIn, on Twitter, obviously remote jobs, but you need to apply for that by sending out your portfolio, by sending out your pitches, etc. And that's the outbound method. So for that, you can actually search for LinkedIn jobs, remote jobs, obviously. You can also join Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups and Twitter threads where people are often posting about freelancing or remote jobs. The other way to get clients on social media is by inbound method. So if you want the clients to come to you, you have to position yourself as an expert expert, as an authority in your field. And for that, you need to post content consistently on social media. So just pick one or two platforms. Maybe you can pick Instagram and Twitter, or LinkedIn or Facebook, or LinkedIn or Instagram, whatever works for you and your business and where you think your ideal clients are hanging out. Just join those platforms. Create content consistently, and by content I mean create content that actually positions you as an authority. So for example, if you are a content writer, write about content writing tips, how is it like to be a content writer, and so on and so forth, so that your ideal clients can actually spot you on social media and eventually reach out to you for your services. And that goes for all possible skills. So if you're a social media manager, write about that. If you are a graphic designer, post tips and tricks about graphic designing that you think your ideal clients might be interested in. And that is exactly how you get inbound leads from social media. The fourth way to get freelancing clients online is by referrals. So maybe you have worked with a client before. You can actually ask them to refer you in their network, and that works wonders. Now, the reason why it works wonders is because they are already warm leads. They already trust your client, and maybe they trust your client's recommendation, which is you, obviously, as a freelancer. So they might reach out to you, and in some cases, they won't even ask for your portfolio. I have gotten so many clients from referrals, and they haven't even asked for my portfolio. They don't really care what have I done for my past clients. They just share about what they need to get it done, and obviously I convince them that I am the right person for the position. So if you would like to get referrals, you need to make sure that you are over delivering your existing clients, you are making your existing clients happy, and most importantly, you are actually asking them to refer you in their network. Because if they are happy with your work, even if they love your work and they would love to recommend you, they might not actively do it until unless you ask them to. So make sure that you are always asking for them for a referral. Now, if you are lucky, in some cases you will actually get referrals even without working with the client, and it happened with me recently. So there was one person who reached out to me in the past couple of months, and that person said that I was referred to by his friend. And it was actually weird because I never worked with that person, but since I networked with that person, I spoke to them about my services. They did not hire me, but they referred to another friend of his, and eventually they ended up hiring me, and I have been working with him for a couple of months now. So definitely referrals work like magic. And as I already mentioned, referrals don't even ask for your portfolio, and that is exactly what happened with me as well. So they definitely work like magic. Don't just wait for your clients to refer you to someone. Tell them that you are actively looking for more projects, and you will appreciate if they can refer you to their contacts. The fifth way to getting clients online is via cold pitching. So cold pitching has very mixed, very diverse and polarizing reviews from freelancers online. Some people really advocate cold pitching, and they have built their entire businesses just via cold pitching and not anything else. But on the other hand, there are freelancers who have tried cold pitching, but it hasn't worked for them. So obviously it matters from person to person, and you have to be really smart and really tactical when you are pitching to someone for the first time. If you don't know, cold pitching is basically when you are reaching out to hundreds and thousands of businesses, and you're not 100% sure if they need your service, but you're still pitching your service. It's just like cold calling, but instead of calling, you are either emailing them or messaging them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. So basically, you're reaching out to someone who doesn't even know you, doesn't even like you, doesn't even care who you are. Basically, that person is a cold lead. That's why it's called cold pitching. And obviously, you have to make sure that if you are reaching out to them, you have to personalize the email, and you have to write it in such a way that that person actually opens that email, read up your email, and actually book a call with you or reply to that email. Now, I personally haven't tried cold pitching or cold emailing before, but I would love to give that a try. But if this is something that you really want to try, what you can do is that you can actually just make a list of 100, 200 people or businesses that you really want to work for, and then you can just start Googling about how to pitch someone, how to cold pitch someone, and then just find some amazing messages. Obviously, don't copy paste those messages. You have to make sure that every single sentence is personalized for that particular business, for that brand. So if the pitch is entirely copy pasted, they can definitely sense it. And obviously, you don't need to sell in your cold pitching. You have to give some value while you are cold pitching to someone, so that they trust you as a freelancer and they eventually carry forward the conversation. With cold pitching, you have to make sure that you do have a portfolio in place and some testimonials and some reviews of your work, so that you can actually include that as part of your email or your message in order for them to trust you as a freelancer. The sixth way to getting clients online or to getting more work as a freelancer is through your existing clients. So we always think that in order to generate more money, we need to work with more clients. That's not true, and that actually increases more efforts with regards to client acquisition. We have to make sure that we retain our existing clients, and obviously the ideal situation is that we work on a retainer basis with a couple of clients so that we are out of the feast and famine cycle as a freelancer. So if you would like to get more projects and more work as a freelancer, never hesitate to reach out your past clients, because they already know you, they already like you, and they already trust you, and they have already seen your work. So obviously they might not even hesitate for a little bit. If they have more work, they will definitely reach out to you. But again, you have to be very active in reaching out to them and telling them that you are open for work, so that you are on top of their mind and they will eventually remember you if they have something for you. Apart from that, you can also pitch your other services to existing clients or even upsell your services so that you are making more money from one client rather than just increasing your efforts in client acquisition. The seventh way to get clients as a freelancer is through other freelancers. I have seen so many successful freelancers outsourcing their work to other freelancers, and obviously the favor is returned as well. So make sure that you are networking with other freelancers, talk about your services, and not just network with people who are doing the same thing as you. So for example, if you are a social media manager, don't just network with social media managers. Also network with content writers, graphic designers, and so on and so forth. So let's suppose if your graphic designer friend's client requires a social media manager, they will think of you and they might even refer you to that client. But don't forget, you have to be the first one to initiate that favor. So if you have a couple of clients who need some services that you cannot do, make sure that you are referring to them or even outsourcing that project to them. But most importantly, establish that relationship and continue that relationship with other freelancers and with other people in your niche. If you would like to get connected with other freelancers, and if you don't know anyone in your circle, you can actually join freelance communities on Facebook, on LinkedIn, network with a couple of people, engage with them, help them out genuinely, and then make connections with them. Don't just ask for work like that. Nobody will give you work. You need to make sure that the connection and the relationship is genuine, and you need to start off the favor by giving them the project so that they remember you if they have something for you. Well, that's it from my end. These were the 7 ways you can get clients as a freelancer, and there should be absolutely no excuse why you don't have any clients. You can try out any of the ways, and I'm sure that it will work out tremendously well for you. Just try out 1 or 2 ways and really put the effort to getting your very first client or your next client as soon as possible. If you like this video, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you would like to learn more about freelancing and making money online. And that's it from my end. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.